Arion walks across the endless golden desert, the wind carrying whispers of old battles under the blazing sun.
From a distant dune, Lyra watches, her golden hair glowing, her eyes searching the horizon for him.
He spots her and quickens his pace, their eyes meeting across the shimmering sands, a silent recognition.
Finally, atop a dune, Arion reaches for her hand. Lyra takes it, and for a moment, the desert pauses around them.
As night falls, campfires flicker. They sit side by side, sharing a quiet moment, faces lit by warm firelight. The desert wind rises, swirling sand around their camp. Lyra wraps her cloak tighter while Arion scans the horizon. Morning light spills across the dunes. Arion checks his armor while Lyra arranges their gear for the journey ahead.
They walk through a narrow canyon. Shadows stretch across the rocks as Lyra pauses to inspect ancient markings. A sudden sandstorm envelops them. Arion shields Lyra as the golden haze blurs the distant dunes. After the storm, atop a ridge, they pause, exhausted but determined, sharing a silent moment before continuing. Arion and Lyra descend into a narrow desert valley, the heat shimmering above the sands as they press forward. They discover a sparkling oasis. Lyra kneels to drink, while Arion examines the palm trees for danger. As the sun casts long shadows, Arion gazes at Lyra, sensing fears she keeps hidden beneath her calm. A distant caravan appears. Lyra points it out, curiosity and caution mixing in her expression. They approach carefully. Sand swirls around their boots, the sun highlighting every fold of their clothing. Dusk falls as they join the caravan. Torches flicker, casting long shadows as they walk among merchants. Night blankets the desert. Sitting atop a dune, the stars twinkle above as they share a tender, silent moment. Morning brings golden light. Arion leads the way through a rocky pass, while Lyra stays alert to every sound. A mirage shimmers ahead. Lyra grips Arion's arm, guiding him safely around it. The canyon opens to vast desert plains. Sunset paints the dunes in fiery orange as they catch their breath. They cross a hot desert windswept ridge, sand swirling around their feet as they push onward. Jagged rocks appear ahead. Shadows stretch under the setting sun as Lyra scans for safe passage. A mirage distorts the horizon. Arion squints against the heat while Lyra adjusts her hood, guiding him. The sky turns deep orange. They rest beside a sandstone outcrop, sharing a quiet, reflective glance. Night falls. They camp beneath a lone desert tree, moonlight casting long shadows across the sand. Dawn brings soft golden light. Arion sharpens his sword, while Lyra arranges their sparse supplies. They traverse a rocky plateau. Winds lift sand around their boots as Lyra keeps close to Arion. A distant oasis shimmers. Arion leads the way, Lyra's eyes sparkling at the reflection of the water. They rest beside the pool. Lyra dips her hands in the cool water, while Arion watches the horizon. Sunset casts long shadows across the dunes. They sit together atop a dune crest, sharing a quiet moment. A hot desert wind sweeps the dunes. Arion wipes sand from his face, while Lyra secures their belongings. They approach jagged rocks. Lyra scans the horizon as long shadows stretch behind them. A mirage shimmers ahead. Arion squints, and Lyra adjusts her hood, guiding him carefully. The sky glows deep orange. They rest beside a sandstone outcrop, sharing a quiet glance. Night blankets the desert.
Arion keeps watch while Lyra sleeps lightly under the starry sky.
Dawn breaks with soft golden light. Arion scans the dunes while Lyra arranges their morning provisions.
They walk along a rocky ridge, wind lifting sand around their feet, Lyra close to Arion. A distant oasis shimmers under the midday sun. Arion leads, Lyra watching the water's reflections.
They rest beside the pool. Lyra dips her hands in water, while Arion remains alert to the horizon. Sunset casts long shadows across the dunes. They sit atop a dune, reflecting silently on their journey. A cool desert breeze brushes the dunes. Arion and Lyra walk silently, distance growing with unspoken worries. They reach a rocky plateau. Lyra pauses, looking back at the path traveled, sadness in her eyes. The sun sets, bathing the desert in violet and gold. They share a final glance, knowing paths must part. Lyra walks toward the horizon, slowly fading into heat haze. Arion stands still, gaze following her.
Night falls. Arion sits alone atop a dune, stars twinkling coldly above, carrying Lyra's memory as the desert whispers.